Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee. I hope you're having a very blessed day today. So today, we're going to be in Jeremiah 11. And I already did prep my pages, both sides. I'm working in my interleaved study Bible. I saw a page done called So Be It, Lord. I really loved it. And I'm going to kind of take those ideas and then kind of do my own little thing. But I mean, kind of imitate the page in my own way, I guess you would say. I don't know who did this page, so whoever did it, if you're watching, thank you for the inspiration. Loved it. And it's actually been something that really, I always imitate pages that really touch my heart, or I'll take an idea from a page and use what I have and just kind of adapt it to my own personality or whatever it may be. But I really liked it because of the title, really. And it was So Be It, Lord. And all I did, I just took a piece of scrap paper, white paper, and just stenciled So Be It, Lord in with a Sharpie pen. That's all I did. And so I did that ahead of time because you would have been bored watching me letter and color it in. And I just grabbed a few little ephemera pieces that I have. And then we are going to use our die cut machine. I'm going to show you how I do that and make some honeycombs, and we're going to put the page together. But the verses that we're going to be looking at is in chapter 11, verses 1 through 5. It says, "The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Hear the words of this covenant." So the Lord is speaking to Jeremiah here, and God's reminding him, "Hear the words of this covenant and speak to the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. You shall say to them, Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, Cursed be the man who does not hear the words of this covenant that I commanded your fathers when I brought them out of the land of Egypt from the iron furnace, saying, Listen to my voice and do all that I command you. So shall you be my people, and I will be your God, that I may confirm the oath that I swore to your fathers to give them a land flowing with milk and honey as at this day. Then I answered," so Jeremiah, "So be it, Lord." So essentially, God is reminding him of his promise here. And he said, I swore to you that this was going to happen, and it's going to happen. And so Jeremiah answered, "So be it, Lord." And for me, this is kind of reminding me to remember the promises that God has given me and hold fast to those. Because lately, you all know, I've been going through a lot the last couple of years. I mean, a lot of you have, but I went through like a crisis of faith there for a little while. And one thing that does help me remember is just to remember God's promises. Stay in his word, number one. And then number two, remember his promises that he has promised me and he has given me in his word. And he has promised me personally. And I have to stand on those promises. So that's why I really like this title, So Be It, Lord. Like, just stand on God's promises. So if God has given you a promise, or you have read a promise in his word somewhere and you know it applies to you, because of course some of these promises, were conditional, were towards his people at certain times and all that. So you do have to read the context of it in scripture. But we have a lot of promises in the Bible. And I remember saying that, I wanted to look around and see Christians living the abundant life that God has promised us. And slowly I'm seeing that a little bit more. But for a while there, I wasn't seeing it at all. And so I need to stand on that promise that he promised us that. Whether I know it's not going to be completely on this earth, that one day it's going to be fulfilled in our life to come in heaven. But he still promises us many, many things. He promises us peace and comfort and joy and all that. And I'm really needing to stand on those promises. So that's where this is coming from. So let's start crafting. If you all hear noises, I still have construction workers here, just letting you know. I'm going to move this and bring this over. So this is my Big Shot. I don't know if any of you have seen this tool before. It's called the Sizzix Big Shot from Stampin' Up. It's like this big crank tool. And this is a way you can die cut things, emboss things, die cut things, whatever you have. So it comes with these all these different layers. So depending on how big a die cut you have, or how many pages you're embossing, or different things like that, you put as many layers as you need. I got this. This is a metal die cut of honeycombs from AliExpress. And then I'm going to use this gold paper. So I'm going to actually kind of just stick this like on an angle here and try to use it up as much of this paper as I can. And then I'm going to put the top on here. It says top only. Actually, I'm going to put this in the middle here. So let's do this and I'll show you how it kind of works. I guess we'll just kind of go like that and we'll do it a few times. So I got to kind of, I'm going to stand up here. I'm going to crank this through. So I'm going to get this in here. It's very tight. You want it tight because you want this to cut through. Okay. I'm holding it and cranking it, holding it, cranking it. And then I like to kind of go back through the other way. I push it through the other way just to make sure that it cut. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm shaking the table like crazy. Do that. And then you take the piece off and there you look at that. And I don't think, and of course, see, I say I got to crank it through a couple times. I didn't crank it through enough. Let me see. I might have to do another one. I did one earlier and it worked perfectly. And of course, you know, when I have to do it on camera, it won't work perfectly, but we'll see how much of this I can get out. So I have all these little honeycomb pieces too. And I'm going to put these to the side because I'm going to use some of these on the page as well. Yeah, I don't think this one cut out enough. We'll see how many of these I can. These will usually pop out very easily, but let's see. Maybe we can use a little bit of this. So anyways, I hope you're all having a very blessed day and a blessed week. And let's see if we can like jiggle some of these out. I don't want to tear them. Yeah. Let's see. Of course, y'all, camera. Usually they'll pop out super easily. So apparently I didn't cut it through all the way. But we'll see what we can salvage. Maybe we can use a few of these sections. Otherwise I might just run a few more through here. Okay. It might be easier if I just try again. We'll just try it again. I might have to run it through a few times. Okay, so I got this piece and you put it with the cutting, you can see like the raised part, you put that down. I might even need another layer to make it tighter, but I might run it through a couple times just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of going through a little bit easy, too easy. If it goes through too easy, that means you're probably not getting enough pressure to cut it. So I'm going to run it through and press down and hopefully it will cut through. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. Hopefully. Ah, there we go. Well, that one's a little bit, look at that. That's how easy it should be. And then just pop out all the little, so sometimes you might have to run it through a few times. So let me see, I could use some of that. I'm gonna put that on my Bible. Put that on my Bible. And then I'm gonna shake these off. I've been using this so much. This thing's it's so cut up. And you can just get a little plastic piece. I bought this die cut machine. Oh, look at that. That's a cool little, I'm going to save that for something else. And I'm going to run this little piece through and try to get another little piece. So it's just cardstock, just a heavier duty cardstock that I'm using. So let's see if we can get like a cool little piece out of here. So I bought this used from somebody, and so they had all these pieces here. So a lot of this was already been used, but I got a really good deal on this and could not pass it up. So let's run it through, run it through. I'm just gonna go back and forth for a little bit and just make sure it cuts through. And then move that. see. Yep, and there we go. Here's another little cool section. Look at that. Love it. Love it. So we're going to use all those. I love these little, these things too that come. I might have to use that for something. So I'm going to put that to the side. They're cool little designs. Maybe just for some background pieces for something. I don't know. Some mixed media stuff. Okay, let me just shake this stuff off. And then we'll get back to, okay. So let me put that over there. Put this over there and bring the Bible back. So we've got all these little pieces. So that's how you use those machines. Any kind of like embossing machines or die cut machines. Let me move all this. Get organized here. Okay, so I had some, if you can see this, honeycomb stencils and honeycomb, this big stamp. I normally, y'all, the more I use these huge big stamps, I've gotten these at garage sales and stuff. I don't really like them as much because I don't get a good press on them versus like the clear stamps that you put on acrylic blocks or something. But the like smaller wooden stamps, I get good presses with. But these big wooden stamps, I don't get as well an image. But I use these if I just want like some background splotchy type stamps or whatever, where I don't care if I get the crystal clear image on. But for those of you who are interested in buying these big ones, I mean, they're kind of expensive, but I don't get a good press on these or good clear image on these really big ones. Some people do, and in a book, it's hard to get like the whole thing pressed on here the correct way. So I like the clear acrylic stamps better, but you know, to each their own. Some people love these. I am not as happy with those, especially using in my Bible. Okay, so we're gonna take all these. See, look at all this. This is gonna be so fun to work with. Okay, this is all my ephemera pieces. We're gonna put that to the side. Now I am going to be using gelatos. Actually, I think I want to do the stamping first. So I'm gonna do this stamping first because I'm gonna just kind of press with the page like that. So I'm using Versafine ink. And I'm gonna put that over here to the side here. And I am just going to ink up just, I don't know, some areas of this, I guess. Not the whole thing, just some. And where do I want some of these? Let's put one like up here. And I'm just gonna kind of press the paper a little, just like that, see? So that's what these are good for. Like, it's, as you can see, it's not crystal clear, but it's like a little faded background image. I kind of like that, so that's what we're gonna use. Let's put a little bit like right there, a little bit down there. Let's see, let's do, I'm just taking the page and pressing kind of my finger where I want the image to be, see? I'm gonna do some down here. Just like that. That one came out a little wonky there, but that's good. Okay. So that's all I want there. I'm gonna move this. Okay, now we're gonna use gelatos on top of this. So Versafine, I'm gonna dry it very quickly. Versafine is an archival instant dry pigment ink. It says instant dry, but I always just like to hit it with a heating tool just in case. Especially because I'm going to be using a little bit of water with these gelatos. So here are my metallic gelatos, and I'm going to go with these three colors, I think. I'm going to go with more of the blue and the blue-green here. So let me grab a clean paper towel. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Got paper towels everywhere, so I'm going to grab just like a little piece of paper towel here, and I'm gonna go in with these gelatos and see their metallic color, so they're gonna have a shimmer and shine to it. I'm gonna wet my paper towel and just kind of go in. It's a great way to get color on your page fairly quickly. So you just kind of scribble your gelatos on. Let's just do a bunch of, I'll do one right there. Let's see. Let's put some right here. I'm gonna go in. And smear it around. The more water you put on your paper towel, the more pigment it'll pick up. So if you want to fade it out or make it lighter, put more water on here and it's kind of like watercolors, it'll like kind of pick up the color for you. The darker you want it, put less water on. And then you can always go in and add more and make it darker as you go. Just want some of that color. And actually, I want a little less color here, so I'm gonna go in, see, when you go in with water, more water, you can kind of fade that out a little bit more. Okay. So then let's go in with some of this, I don't know what this one's called, iced pear. It's kind of like a greenish yellowish. Let's put that one. I'll have it come down here. Flip this over so I don't smear the colors. And I'll kind of join the colors like this, just naturally. But look at this, look how fast it is to get color on your page, and it's a nice bright color with these gelatos. Some people get intimidated by using a new product or a new art medium, but I say just get it. I was very intimidated by gelatos at first because I wasn't quite sure how they worked, and there's so many different ways you can use them. But this is like my favorite way of using them, so I have fun just kind of goofing around with them like this. There's no right or wrong way to use any kind of art medium. Whatever way works for you, do it. That's what I say. Just have fun with it and do it. And I'm going to start combining some of the colors in some spots. And I'm going to add some dark blue in a minute. Let's see. Okay, and I'm going to take some of this darker blue. Oop. Just do a few little highlighted areas. Let's see, maybe let's do some going down here. Right there. That's a little too much water there. A little too much water. So we'll just go back in, add more color. I'm just using swirly motions. You can color it in how, you can go up and down, color it in however you want. finally, I'm just gonna go in and add just a little bit more of this color, because sometimes it gets faded out when I'm doing all this other stuff. Now my paper towel is sufficiently damp, so I don't even need to add any more. But yeah, keep playing around with it, seeing what you like, seeing what speaks to you. I love the way it blends. And I think I want some in this corner. I don't want it yellow in all the corners. We're gonna like add some of this blue. Okay, do you see that shimmer? That's the metallic gelato right there. So I already got a shimmer. Okay. I'm kind of unhappy with this part. I wish that didn't like get as dark there, but nothing I can do about that because it's archival ink, and once archival ink is down, that is permanent ink. I can't go in with water and kind of like fade it out or anything, but that's okay. It's okay. Work with what you got. Okay, so let me move that to the side. Let's see what else we want to do. I want to do the stencil. So I'm going to move the gelatos to the side. So I have this stencil and I have this Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I'm going to shake it up and hopefully it'll work. And I'm going to use this. Let's see which way. I'm trying to figure out how I want this to go. Maybe spray it like right around here or up here. Okay, so this is a glimmer spray. You're probably not gonna be able to see it right away on camera. I'm gonna use this as like a shield because this stuff gets kind of everywhere. So I'm gonna hold this down, use this as a shield at the same time. Actually, I might not be able to. I'm gonna have to hold this down. Okay. I'm just gonna go like this so it kind of dries briefly before I lift this. Okay, let me hit it with the, I bet you can't see it on camera yet, but when I turn it, if not, it's just going to be a glimmer spray. Let's see. Yeah. Let me try another section. Let's go right here, like this section right here. I'm going to try drying it a little bit briefly with the stencil on, see if I get a better It's got to dry, and then I'll see if I can show it to you. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at it in the light. It's not coming up as clear as I want it to. Let's try a little bit down here, and then that's going to be it. We'll see what happens. Oops. Was I spraying all these with water or with the glimmer mist? Oh, y'all. Maybe that's why. Maybe I just subconsciously grabbed the water. Son of a biscuit, y'all. Okay, let me dry all this and let's try this again. Well, this one looks like... I'm going to have to watch the video back. I don't know if I was grabbing the water or the glimmer mist, y'all. Try this again. I wasn't even looking at the bottle. I was just grabbing the first bottle I grabbed. So this one I see. This one I don't see it so much. So we'll try. Goodness gracious. Let's try this again. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me see if I did it on with this page. Okay, so I was playing with it. Can you see in the light? Here, let me bring it up to the camera. Ugh. See, you can just barely see the stencil. But do you see the glimmer mist? That is what it's supposed to look like. That is what it's supposed to look like on my page. So we're going to try to get that. I can see it faded here a little bit, but let me see, depending on, can you all, I don't know if you can see that. Let's try it over on this darker spot. Let me clear this off. Okay, shake this up. You should be shaking it back and forth and not up and down, because if you shake it up and down, it clogs this part. But it's just a habit, I always do that. But you should shake it back and forth. Get all the mica powders and whatever. This is a pearl glimmer mist. Get it all in there. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try. So I am going to actually, like I said, dry this with this on, just a tad. But not too hard because I don't want to melt my stencil. Let's take that off. Yeah, I'm not getting the stenciling too much on this one for some reason. I'm just getting some glimmery, misty parts, but that's okay. We'll have the glimmer mist part. I don't know why I'm not getting, maybe I need to spray it farther away. I'm gonna try a little bit more up here. And if anything, I'm gonna just get some really shimmery, shiny parts on the page, and that's fine. But I really wanted to try to get this in the back, just the very, very background. Yeah, it's not looking like it's working as well as I wanted it to, but oh well. No biggie. I could go in and use this as a stencil. We could do that. Okay. Plan B, y'all. Let's move that to the side. It probably works better on darker colors because that purple was a darker color. So we're going to go with plan B. We're going to try to take this white gelato. It's like a metallic icing. I'm going to get a cleanish piece here. And let's just see. And even if I get a couple of these on here, I'm going to do it on this darker part. And I'm going to go in. And just, again, very lightly, maybe get this stenciling image on there. Okay, it's very light. I guess I can go in with more, but you could use a brush. I'm using paper towels. Let's see. Yeah, I can see it just a little in the light, just a little, not much. So I don't know if it'll be worth it or not. I don't know if I want to go in and keep doing all that. I do have some glimmer. Okay, so let me bring it up to the light for y'all. Show you a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. So see on this side, you can barely see it. You can see the stenciling, the hexagonal stenciling there. It's very, there you go. You see it in that light? It's very faint. You see that though? So depending on how the light hits it, You can kind of see the stenciling. It's very, very faint. And then the white over here. And then up here, you can see it too, just very faintly. But it gives another shimmer and shine to the page. And then down here, it looks like it more of just splatters and dots. But hey, we'll just go with it. There we go. So, you know, it's all experimentation as we go. And you never know how it's going to work out. So let's dry all this. Make sure it's all dry before we move on. Okay, so I also have these. So I got this package. Let me see, where is it? Ooh, I have so much stuff on my desk, y'all. Sorry, I'm like scattered today. But I am, but I'm not. So I got this package from, it's called Retro Story. This is from AliExpress. It comes with 2 sheets of each of these, let me see, can y'all see that? All these different images and such. And they're stickers, but they're vellum stickers. So they come, you can see they're like clear see-through vellum stickers. And I love these little like honeycomb spots here. So I'm going to grab my scissors. I'm going to cut this out because this is the one I'm going to be using. I'm going to use pieces of this. I'm going to use that one and this one. So say he came with 2 sheets. I'm just going to cut those out, move that to the side. And I want to use, I'm going to cut off all the extra that I don't need. You can hear them. Hear the construction workers in the back. I can't wait till our project is done. It'll be so nice. Okay. And then I want to put some of these. Let me think. I'm thinking this is going to be in the middle somewhere. So maybe it's like peeping out. Like right about there. So I'm going to cut some of these. And we're just going to start sticking these places. They are stickers. They're like vellum stickers. And this black will just kind of pop out of the page a little bit more. Why don't we kind of go like this? I like having like weird shapes and stuff. Not everything has to be like all square and perfectly shaped and all that. So I'm gonna kind of come out here. Do we want it more like, maybe like that? Then we got this one. Cut that little piece off. Come on. I always have issues trying to get the stickers off, y'all. Have this one coming out from like down here. And then we've got this one. It's maybe coming out from the side a little, kind of like a little wonky piece coming from the side. Cut this piece off here. Where else should we put some? The stickers on my finger. Let's see, maybe down here. I'm going to cut off these extra pieces right here. So yeah, if you don't have stickers or stencils or any of this, you can probably find some honeycomb images online to download. You could draw them in. You can make your own stencils because they're really just these little shapes. You can draw in your, you know, own with a pen if you want. Oh, trying to think. Should we just put one more there? I'll put one like that up here, coming down. Or like that across. We'll do that across. But yeah, just get, sorry y'all, I'm kind of focused here. Just look around and see what you have and use what you have and get creative. I'm just using a bunch of little pieces that I have already because I want to use up, I need to go through and start using up the things that I have in my craft room. I have so much stuff. And when I was trying to look, I knew I had all this like honeycomb stuff. And then when I was trying to find it all, I was finding other things. I was like, oh, I got to remember to use this in my craft. And ooh, I got to remember to use that. And we'll just put that there. And, you know, it's just started getting my creative juices going about all the, you know, different projects I could be working on with all my things around the house. So gotta be working on that. Okay, so now let's glue these on. Let's see. Actually, you know what? No, not yet. There's one more thing I want to do. I just remembered. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so I have this acrylic paint. It's black, just some black acrylic paint. And I'm going to, I remember on the picture I saw, she had some like just black lines on her page. So you just need just a little bit of black paint. You don't need a lot. And grab a card, any kind of like old card you have. And we've done this before where we put like, see, like black lines on the page. And I'm gonna just kind of, like, look how, it's so cool. I love just like the little black lines you get. Let's put some. And depending on where you put the paint on your card, if you want to put it across the whole line, you can get a longer line, put some paint just in one spot, and different, you know, how you touch the card to the page might give you some other different looks. I want that one to go down. Come on. There we go. Let's do some maybe across the bottom here. And every time I want, like, there we go, just a line. Ooh, I like that. Do you think we need some over here? Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, and that's it. So even like all I had was like a little dot in there, and look, I still have a ton of paint left. So I'm gonna move that over there because I know I would probably make a mess with that. Okay, so let's dry this. And then we'll glue everything on. So look at what those little black lines do. It just kind of pops on the page. I love that. And I like to carry over onto the page. Y'all know that. Acrylic paint dries fairly quickly, just depending on how thick you put it on. I have a couple thick areas here, so I'll make sure those are dry. So we don't smear them, because I want these lines to stay. Nice and crisp. Okay, so now let's start gluing. Okay, so again, I had these ephemera pieces that I've gotten from various things over the years, or people sent me, or what have you, so I'm using them all. I told y'all I'd use your ephemera pieces in my Bible and junk journaling and such. Trying to think. I like that. I'm gonna tear this, because that's gonna go behind. So now this is gonna be the part that gets messy, and there's probably an easier way to do this, but y'all know I do everything the hard way. So I just kind of go in with my glue stick. And since this is very delicate, I'm trying to just dab the glue on. Oops, see? And then you get little pieces. We'll put that to the side because we might use that for something else. Okay. Let's have that kind of get glue down there. Want to make sure it's kind of straight. Here we go. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Oh, it's stuck in the thing. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Much easier. Glue it down that way. Okay. Let me get this little piece right here. And this will go right about there, so I'll cover that. And then we have this piece too. I think I want like some of it coming out this way. So let's glue that there. Trying to attach so it kind of looks like it goes with it. There we go. Except I don't want all of that. Maybe like that. Or more like that. I don't know, I'm just kind of goofing around with how the look I want, y'all. Okay, it needs more glue. I don't know which way this goes. Okay, I'm just gonna attach it like that. There we go. This is gonna go there and cover that up. Okay. Any of these little delicate pieces are hard to glue on. Okay, let's do, maybe just this piece coming down. Maybe like this, like that. If you have one of those sticker machines, you could probably run this through this, like the sticker, the Xyron, I think, machines, and make these stickers as well, and that might be even easier than trying to do what I'm doing here. But again, y'all know I do everything the hard way, so, and I just use what I have right here on hand, and I don't want to go and grab my sticker machine and get that out and do all that, so I'm just being lazy. I'm lazy, but then again, it's probably harder to do it this way, but that's okay. And then I got this little piece. I might just kind of have this like attached down here maybe. I don't like that little piece right there. Whoop. Have this little rogue piece out by itself, like kind of like this. Lengthening this image a little bit. I like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue this. This should be easier to glue. I'm just gonna glue the circle part. And that is gonna go right there. There we go. Okay, and so we have this piece. I think I want some of it to come out. I don't want all those little pieces like that. Trying to figure out how I want this. Okay, we're gonna go like this. I just keep tearing it, and then eventually I'll have nothing left. Okay, this one's gonna go like right about there. I'll cut this little piece off. So as I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking of the promises that God has promised me. And I love the fact that Jeremiah just said, okay, so be it, Lord. You told me it, so be it. And I'm hoping that I can have enough faith and confidence to say, okay, God, you know, you told me it, so now so be it. You know, you're not one to go back on your word. And I'm going to trust that. I like that. Put that there. I'm going to trust that you're not going to go back on your word, and you are going to honor the promises that you promised me. So be it, Lord, and just help me to trust in that as I go on my day-to-day living. So that's kind of what this page is reminding me. And then I love the fact that talking about, I think the honeycombs and all that was because of, it says, I brought them out of the land of Egypt from the iron furnace, saying that I'm going to give you a land flowing with milk and honey. And so the honey is like just kind of like a tangible reminder. So every time, I told y'all, every time I see birds, that's like a reminder to me that God cares for the birds. If he cares for the birds, he's going to care for me. And then anytime I see bees or honeycomb or honey, I always think of the land flowing with milk and honey. And I love that because I'm going to do this. The land flowing with milk and honey because, again, that's another like kind of tangible reminder of God's promise to his people. And I mean, there's so many tangible reminders in the world of God's promises, you know, the rainbow, and I'm going to kind of have that going like this. You know, every time I see a rainbow, I think of God's covenant and the birds and the honey and the bees and just all that. I love it. I love the fact that God is, he is like a tangible God. He does give us tangible reminders all the time. I'm trying to figure out, there's a way probably we can use some of this. I'm just going to cut this like this. Got this section. And let's see. I think I'm going to put that like that. I just keep adding more. I have all these, so I might as well use them. May as well. As I'm getting stickier and stickier. Let's just stick that right there. Love these. Love it. Love the little shimmer shine. Okay. I think that's enough for now. For now. Okay. Let's continue on gluing the rest of our images here. I had these little flowers and I thought the colors went well. And the So Be It Lord is going to kind of tuck in right here. So let's put that down first to make sure that it'll fit. Again, I just use stencils for these. So if you want to print it out, you can print it out. You can write it with your own handwriting if you want. I don't really like my handwriting too much, so I always use stencils or stickers, or I print it out on the computer. Every once in a while, if I'm doing a prayer to the Lord or writing scripture or something, I'll write my own with my own handwriting. But yeah, I'm not too thrilled with my own writing, so yeah, I'll just print things out. So these were just little ephemera pieces that I had in some package that I got, and I love the gold, so it's gonna fit with. Oop, I'm running out of glue here. Fit with the gold here in the back with the gold honeycombs, the honey, gold honey. Let's see, let's just do that like right there. And do this one. And then I think I have a couple other little things I want to do too. So we'll get moving on to that. Let's see, how do we want these flowers? Maybe like that. Oh, like this. This isn't sticking to the gold too well. I don't know how I want that. Maybe like that. Or like that. I keep moving around. I don't know. Okay. Let's rub this off my hands. Okay. So we have, remember, I told you we saved all these little middle parts of the honeycombs. I'm going to find some good ones that aren't torn. So I don't know if you can see up close, but look, they have like these little ridges inside them. It's really cool. They're like embossed already. So I really love that. So I am going to find a few of these with that design on them. Let's see. I just love that. Okay, so here's a couple. And let's put some of these on the page. Let's put, oops, well, that one just tore, but we'll put it on. Put one there. Put one there. We'll just scatter them on the page a little bit. Oop, where'd it go? Put one there. Let's get some more. That doesn't have an image on it. Some of these have the images on there I like. Let's see. Got a whole pile of these because they all popped out of the middle of the die cut. So you can even use the negative pieces too of your die cuts. So I hardly ever let anything go to waste. Let's put that there. And let's do maybe one or two more. Let's see. Totally running out of glue, y'all. Do you think this side needs more? I want this side to kind of be minimal, Let's do one like right here. Or by the "so be it, Lord" right there. Okay, that should be good. And finally, let's see, I have these from Tim Holtz. Hang on, I'm trying to grab them. So I got this from Hobby Lobby for $1.24, $4.99 usually. And they're like those rub-on transfer pages. And then they have words on them, and then they have bugs, and there's like a couple bees here. So I'm gonna go in and cut these bees out, and we are going to glue them or transfer them onto the page. Ooh, I think that's a bee. It's either a bee or a moth. Looks like a bee to me. I'm saying it's a bee. I know that one's a bee. So we'll see. Okay, so here's one. And then I gotta go in and try to get this one out. These I usually use in my junk journaling. All these little rub-ons and little words and such. Okay, so how these work is you take the little plastic part off the back, see, and then the image is here. And let's have this one maybe going right there. So let me grab my burnisher, any kind of burnisher, and then you go in and you just rub it on. And when you lift it, you should see if it comes off. This part did not come off. Let me see. Come on, come on. Man, for the life of me. Oh, that's why, because that's the sticker part. There we go. There we go. I was lifting the sticker, not the... There we go. So there's the first little bee. And let's put the second one maybe right here. Like, so be it, Lord. So be it. Haha, I just got that. So be it. Oops. Take off the backing first, y'all. Do what I told you to do the first time. Jeez Louise. And then burnish it. Oh, I just love that. So be it, Lord. Be it. Haha. Play on words. Literally just got that. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's been a day. It's okay. We're getting there. I'm almost at 100%. I'm working on it, y'all. There we go. Yay. Well, there's our page today. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's see if I can find my... Ow. I just smacked myself, y'all, with my pen. I'm trying to find... I used to have like a little... Maybe this will work. So I am actually just gonna... Then I answered. I'm gonna underline. Then I answered. So be it, Lord. So I'm actually gonna just highlight this part right here. With little squiggly lines, squiggly lines, squiggly lines. But I'm underlining, then I answered, so be it, Lord. So it's Jeremiah chapter 11. Oops, it's stuck. Pull this out. Well, this, so be it, Lord. Trusting in God's promises to us. So there's our page. So see, if you can see, I don't know if you can see the shimmer, the honeycomb shimmer way in the background, but it's very, very faint. And then the white right there, right over here. I don't know if you can see that. Very faint, but it's there. You can see it occasionally. But there's the stamps and the die cuts and our little, so it's like another multi mixed media page. Jeremiah 11 verses 1 through 6, 1 through 5, actually, 1 through 5. And my favorite part is answering, so be it, Lord, trusting in the Lord to keep his promises to us. And there we go. I hope y'all enjoyed that. But yeah, use what you have at home, whether it's stickers or pens or stencils or die cuts or whatever it may be, you know, little transfers, like rub-on transfers, whatever it may be, but make your own page. And just whenever you're crafting, just make your page according to whatever touches your heart and whatever style you have it in. You don't always have to copy other people. You can take an image of somebody's and make it your own. That's what I always do. I tell you all that countless times. So but this was actually inspired by somebody. So whoever did this first page, thank you so much, because it really did touch my heart, and I want to make sure that I record that in my Bible and in my own way, I guess you can say. But it does look similar. I think it was similar colors and even similar kind of layout, but using what I have. And so it's similar but different. So anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you have a very blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye y'all.